to my talk series English with Purpose. I'm Vera, or the Mindful English Language Coach, and I empower professionals to find their unique and confident voice in English. The idea of English with Purpose talks was with me for a long time, and I finally am here. The goal is to ignite conversation around the fact that English can be a connector or a tool that can help us express our views and our thoughts and our ideas with the rest of the world. And part of the goal for this talk is that I want to release the pressure of perfection for professionals where English isn't the native language. Ready for an interesting conversation? Follow me. Okay, hello everyone. So today I have lovely Chiara with me, and we want to discuss the importance of authentic communication in English. This is something that interests me a lot. Before, dear Chiara, what would you say to introduce yourself?
So first of all, thank you for having me, Vera. I am an email marketing specialist, so I help businesses with their email marketing. And I have a small community also where I can, I put businesses together in Switzerland because when I started to work in Zurich, I felt that there was like the need of getting together with really like-minded people. The culture is different, of course, here. And I like working with Swiss people as well. But sometimes I click more in other directions, with people that share other type of cultures and habits and everything. And also on a personal level, of course. And I met these fantastic women, including you.
Yes, and that's how we met. Yes.
Yeah. And it's like it's a work in progress. So we have done projects together as well. You came to my first workshop where I remember I was like feeling like a super like a
you were stressed, but it was great because you were surrounded by friends and lovely people, and that matters a lot, right? To have support. Yeah. So let me ask you, how important is English for your work and what you do?
It's very important because at the moment I just work with one company in Italy and the rest is all here in Switzerland. So I have to speak English every day.
Yeah.
And I write in English and I talk in English, and it's very important. So I need to always find the time to improve it somehow. And to me, what works the best is probably the conversation that I have with people and listening to other people talking. I always capture a new word or like a new saying, and because I tend to like to read in Italian. But this is something that it doesn't really it doesn't make my English worse somehow. And just like it helps it also on another level, because when I improve one language, I know there is a word that can apply to the other language as well.
Yes. So, I have a question. I have a question for that, but it comes a little bit later. Now I want to ask you, according to you, what authentic communication is, regardless of the language. What is it to you? What is it to you?
Authentic communication for me means try, because it's not easy at all, especially when you communicate online. There is a part of you that it's private and a part of you that is public, and you need to bridge this gap somehow. Being authentic is regardless of language, is stick to who you are and know that you change over time. It's not anything, it's like a fixed image.
You evolve, right?
You evolve. And this is being authentic. It doesn't mean like crying on videos or dancing because everybody dances. It's just like saying a thing that makes sense for you today Maybe it doesn't tomorrow or in
or next month.
Next month, yeah, and you change it and you say it. And this is what it means to me being
I think it's the same thing with the language. You evolve as a person, and also you have different way of expressing yourself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what language you use. You will say other words in your native language anyway. You will express yourself differently. So do you feel the same ease to be connected authentically and communicate authentically to people as you do in Italian?
No, I have another personality.
It's a different personality. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes.
What's the Chiara that we see now in English, and what's the Chiara in Italian?
Yeah, sure. I think in English I have more, I don't want to call it barriers because they're not, I don't have barriers, but I have I work within a garden. So my garden is a beautiful place where I put myself out there, and there are roses and coffee and everything. But when I'm communicated in Italian, I also can go back to the kitchen and, just like
it feels more limited in English.
More. No, I don't know. It's not intimidating in terms of language and concepts. It's just like a private space that I have within the language as well.
Private space.
Yeah,
I see.
It's mine, and I can share it. And also, actually, I don't share like the Italian Chiara online. I share it with my friends, for instance, on WhatsApp or when I'm on the phone or when I'm, I don't know, at the restaurants with them or outside on a walk. But like the communication in English is also because it has to be a little professional, more professional.
Yes, that's the word, huh?
Yeah. So, and I don't see the reason why I have to share everything about myself.
Me too. I'm an introvert, and there's a fine line of what we share, or at least what I share and what I want to say. But I am the same person online and in person.
Yeah. No, I am the same. It's just a little bit funnier, maybe, and
more free, let's say, more carefree. Right. Yeah, I understand. And I have the same thing. People tell me, when I speak English, I feel different. I feel more serious. I feel this and that. And in my language, I am changing and I'm feeling more relaxed. I totally understand what you're saying. The question I wanted earlier to ask you is now, do you find translating from Italian to English? And if you do, when does that happen? For example, you're tired or?
No, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen with German. Cool.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's very cool. It's not, my English may not be polished, but I don't translate anymore. And if I say something, then after like, I don't know, a few hours, I go and see what should have said instead of, like instead of getting or going and I like the nuances of languaes as well. There is not one word, of course. There are tons of words that you can use, but sometimes we don't even know all the nuances in our language. But it's, I think it's very nice to replace it, to replace the common words with some
did you work at it, or is it something natural you do? You don't think of Italian when you communicate in English?
Well, it was rubbish. The first time I went to the UK, I was like 18 or 19 years old, and I've done like a school where I studied English for 5 years, English and French, and then I went to England to learn more. English, and it was like the first day was a shock because I thought that I was able to talk in English, and I entered the room and I wanted to say that I had a document that my mother needed them to have, and I was like
Frozen.
came out. So it was a disaster. But yeah, I mean, it's helped to go abroad and just talk to people.
And go out of your comfort zone.
Always. Always. Like I said before, the workshop that I've done like 2 years ago, maybe something like this. It was just before the pandemic.
Exactly.
I felt super stressed and I wasn't ready. And I remember that people were coming in and I say, oh, there is a room just behind here. Maybe I can escape from the window. I remember that I had this thought. Yeah, because it was, oh my God. And then, it was the first one. And then now if you come to my workshop, I'm super relaxed, it's like you have to go there and get out completely from the comfort zone completely.
Yes. Are you a person that does it head on? Like today I'm going to get out of my comfort zone, or you do it gradually and mindfully?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Depends on the target?
Depends on the day, I guess.
On the day.
No, the target, of course, is important. Yeah. I have to do it mindfully when I work with, for instance, with companies, a certain type of companies. I have to prepare, I have to plan, and I have to take. Yeah. If you do it in other circumstances, probably jump on it. Yeah.
Can I ask you if you can share, if you have any current struggles with English you have?
Yeah, I do. I found myself lately, May was a very, it was a full month for me. And I found myself very tired and I struggled sometimes communicating. Probably also in Italian, I don't know, but when I'm tired, sure, of course, and also when I receive comments about my accent, which is something that we discussed on a post of yours.
Yeah. This is the month of accent and pronunciation and owning your pronunciation and your accent. So, what kind of comments do you get? Like
I receive comments all the time, and as I say to you before, the more they comment and the more the accent comes up and just externates, and this is something that I do not control at all. It's just like I'm proud of being Italian, and this is my accent. And if I don't know a word, I replace it with something else, and I continue the conversation. And I don't mind 90% of the time about the comments when they say, "Oh, pizza mandolino." Oh, come on.
The stereotypical thing to say.
I always say to myself, "Come on, seriously." I mean, in 2022, it's a global world, it's not nice.
I mean, it's the judgment and the criticism they have also for themselves. This is what I say to my clients when they tell me my boss says that I need to improve my pronunciation or the way I speak. And I say, what do you feel? Just don't think about your boss. What do you want?
Yeah.
And are you clear? Are you pronouncing correct? All people try to understand you. If this is not the case, then have the Czech accent, have the Brazilian accent. What's the point?
Yeah.
I'm against speaking like the Queen or speaking like me or proper British. What's that?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's very important to let go, because most of the time, I have to be honest, most of the time it doesn't come from a bad place when they comment. It just comes up and they say.
And it's also this, common thinking that, if you speak English, you should sound like one.
Yeah.
But we are people, we are different. As you said, we are experts. We live in a country that it's a dialect, Swiss, German, for example, people have to speak the way they have to speak. I don't mind. And that's not my goal, to correct. Correcting is only needed exactly when something is not properly pronounced. Otherwise, no.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something else. How do you feel when you communicate with others? What's the main feeling, regardless the language?
I feel very happy to get the chance to say with people and to converse with them. I think it's a huge privilege, especially with some people. That I organized this retreat in Greece, and the women there were really amazing and open, and it's a real privilege to listen to their stories, but also when I go to a more formal client, I listen to the story and I keep them with them, because it's always being human at the end of the day. Even if they're selling I don't know, phones or dishwasher, it's always nice to have these to participate in a conversation. And I feel myself at ease somehow, which is something that not everyone has. I
agree.
I think it's very difficult for some other people to stay and participate. Although when I do that and I'm 100% into the conversation, then I know that I need my space at home. Then I come and I need to stay not alone, because it's impossible with the kids, but I need my moment of internal silence, or where I don't communicate for a couple of hours.
We all need this. We all need to decompress in a way. And it's important. Since you are an expert in communication and events, I would like you to share a few tips for authentic communication. And I have also people that ask me, I dread going to networking events or events because I don't know what to say. So what kind of tip would you share as well of connecting in events with people?
Choose events that are small. Don't go to events where there are
corporate events.
They're huge, and you will come home with a business card of a person you don't remember the face of. So or you don't have had a conversation with, or you don't remember anything. Or if you have to go, or you think it's a good idea to go, because sometimes we're controversial, we just decide to go, just go to a group and stick to that group. And find your niche, find your person. But of course, it's easier to do that when you are in a smaller group. That would be my suggestion. Just do not aim at quantity. Like I have the business cards of 50 people now. Just aim at quality, I would say. And if it's not quality, just select 2-3 people, stick with them, and it's gonna worth it anyways. Because we cannot cover, and it's really frustrating that you cannot connect with people, you don't have the right connections.
Plus, if you do it in English, it's also another additional thing that you think I need to speak also in another language. It's not mine. And I have people that they dread events, even corporate events, because they have to be there. And I exactly tell them that. Go slow and small, right? You don't have to talk to 200 people in the room. It doesn't matter.
No, absolutely. It doesn't serve you either.
No. Absolutely. That's perfect. It doesn't serve you. I want to close and wrap up this conversation with something else, something about you. If you would have a goal for this year, what would it be?
My goal, and the word and the goal for this year, is strength, because I found myself in a situation where I couldn't really function as a human being physically, so I had to put myself at rest, and it wasn't I I feared that was it, and I had to live with that, and then I felt better, but I miss being strong and lean and feeling, the youth again, because I'm only 47. It's not like
we are not I'd say 100 years old, and I feel you. Yes, strength is a beautiful word.
Yeah, and I think that if I manage to feel I will manage to have this necessary strength.
You will, and you can.
Yeah, and I will have it in my mind and brain and everything as well, because you know that you can do something and you can feel strong and you can do more things. Not more things. I don't care to do more things.
More things, no. To do things the way you want to do them.
Yes, and with energy.
And be present, exactly, and energy.
Yes.
Thank you, Chiara. It was lovely. I could go on.
Thank you.
Thank you.